what does it mean to have a world run by old people? Now, maybe in school, maybe at home you've been taught that old people are wise. They're tolerant. They're generous. They're benevolent. No, guys. No. The difference between these three generations, young, mature, and elderly, are pretty stark. If you're young, you're rebellious. You want to change the system. If you're mature, you want things to move slowly, okay? But if you're elderly, you're reactionary, meaning you don't want anything to change. Okay? If you change anything, they get upset and slap you. That's reactionary. Young people are creative. Mature people want growth. But elderly people care first and foremost about safety. Young people are open-minded. Mature people want consensus, meaning they want everyone to get along. But elderly people are stubborn. They want things their way. So we are now living in a gerontocracy which is ruled by elderly people, okay? So we're going to live in a reactionary, stubborn system only concerned about the safety of these people. And so what does that mean? Well, it means that the world will go into lockdown. When there's a virus, guess what? We're all going to have to shut down because old people are afraid of catching germs. It will also lead to a police state. Okay? Now, police state does not mean that there'll be terrible police coming to beat us up. In fact, if in real life, most police that you meet are really, really nice people. But you have no individual freedom. Okay, so let me give you an example of this. So in Canada, a Chinese moved to Canada, and she bought a house, and her son is very naughty. And her son was so naughty that she wants to slap him. But she knows that in Canada, you can't really slap children, even in private, right? So she goes online and asks everyone, can I slap my child? And everyone's like, you can't do that because if you do that, your neighbors will report you to the police. But what you can do is report your child to the police. Tell the police your child is naughty and they'll come and help you discipline your child. In fact, you can get the police to come every single week. They like that. This is what we call a police state, okay? Intrusive government interference into your personal lives. Oh, and lots of surveillance, okay? Wherever you move, you'll be tracked. Whatever call you make, you'll be tracked. In 2003, Britain passed something called the Online Safety Act. And the idea is, if you say anything bad online, you can get arrested. Okay, so the freedom of expression is being limited. This passed in 2023 in Britain, but I assume it will pass everywhere in the Western world. Digital currency. The idea of digital currency is the idea of financial repression. So they're trying to eliminate cash because with cash, there's freedom. You can do whatever you want with cash. You can buy whatever you want for how much you want with cash. But with digital currency, all your transactions will be limited and monitored. Okay? So in the future, you will not be able to buy video games because that's bad for you. Oh, microchip implants, guys. Right? Isn't that great? Before you had cell phones, then you had facial recognition, and in the future you have implants, microchip implants. Immigrants, lots and lots of immigrants, because rich pensioners need help. They need nurses, they need laborers, they need gardeners, they need people to mow their lawn. So you have massive immigration coming into the country. Oh, but good news, okay? It'll be easier for you to study in America from now on, right? Today, Trump announced he wants 600,000 Chinese students to go to the United States, right? Before you guys were worried about not getting your visas and getting denied at the border, don't worry, guys. They want you to go to the United States because you guys are the best labor, okay? You're cheap, you're obedient, and you're studious, and you're young. Okay? So this is the plan, to let in more Chinese students into America so you guys can take care of elderly people. Isn't that great? Good news, right? Oh, lots and lots of prisons, guys. Okay? Because elderly people are afraid of criminals. And also, prisoners are free labor. Isn't that great? Oh, and one more thing. War after war after war. All right? This is what it means by death by gerontocracy. This is what it means to live in a world governed by elderly people. Elderly people are perfectly happy to send young people to die for their glory. All right? Okay. Pretty depressing, but don't worry. Things will get even more depressing as we go along. All right? All right. Good. Any questions? Are you guys clear? Any questions? Yeah.
For the above that you said that elders controls the society and wants they exploit young people. But is there a way that young people could overthrow or having method to solve this?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. So what can young people do about this? And the answer is nothing, okay? And the reason why, and this is really, really important, is that young people are biologically ingrained to respect the elders, right? This is true throughout nature. Even young animals will respect their elders. So do you want to go kill your grandparents? Probably not. Okay, so there's nothing anyone can do about this. This is just the unfortunate state of affairs. Okay? Old people are people we are biologically trained or wired to respect and obey. And that's why they can send us to wars and we'll go fight wars. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. Yeah.
So what happened after the rich pension elders dead? What about their money?
Okay. All right. That's a good question, okay? So as you can see from these charts, eventually there'll be a pension crisis where there are too many pensioners, enough money. Well, guess what? The old people are the major political force in society. They dictate policy. So what will happen is that money will be diverted from elsewhere into pensions. Where? Schooling, right? Public schooling, healthcare, everywhere basically, okay? But the pensioners will want that money. And pensioners, first of all, they're powerful, but they also have a lot of free time on their hands to make trouble for everyone. And also because we respect the elderly, right? Okay? Do you want to deny healthcare and pension to your grandparents? So everyone will be for this. There's nothing we can do about it. All right? Good question.
But humans' life have a limit. What will happen after they all died, because they are just although they are elders and those rich pensions, they are still generations of human.
That's a really great point. Okay, so the idea is that what happens when they die off? Well, they're not dying off. Okay, they were supposed to die at 72. Now they're living to 100. Modern medicine is incredible. I have a friend who's 90 years old. She's literally brain dead. Okay, she's literally brain dead. She's 90 years old, but she's filthy rich. And she has access to the best healthcare. So I asked my friend, who's a doctor, if you're filthy rich and you want to keep on living, how long could modern medicine keep you going on, even though you're a vegetable? And he said to me, 20 years. 20 years. 20 years of being a vegetable, but she has money, and she wants to keep on living, then she can do that. Okay? And that was not available before because of scarcity, right? Because of lack of technology. But nowadays, because of abundance, because of technology, old people can live as long as they want to. And also, what this chart tells us that when the green goes away, the red becomes the green, right? So you'll always have a society where the elderly are in control. Okay? Does that make sense? Unless, of course, there were maybe, I don't know, a catastrophe, a nuclear holocaust, who knows, okay? But given the way things are, the trend is that old people can control society for a long time. Because if there's a war, it's not old people who die, it's young people who die. Okay, but good question. Okay, any more questions? Okay, great. So we'll continue this next class. Okay, thank you.